thing doesn't break. Okay, good. Everything's fine.
All right, gotta get
Okay.
into roll 20. Forgot to do that.
Okay. So
Never
I
forget
will.
that.
I will say, welcome to Shattered Skies Session 5.
Welcome to Shattered Sky.
At this point, it's actually kind of like the 11 plus 5. That's like 16th, 15th, 16th session. That's pretty good. You know, that we've gone for this long, technically.
Ooh, we're almost old enough to drink. At least in some
Yeah.
countries.
Man, I need to.
In some countries, it's okay.
We've been running the campaign for 16 years. Calm down. It's not.
I agree.
Oh, in England or whatever, you can drink as early as 5, as long as an adult pays for it and supervises you, and you have food at the table to go with it.
That's
I forgot where the character advancement rules are.
Oh, they're in the. They're in the book, which I should realize I need to have open. So I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, I just realized I have like 12 XP sitting around and survival charms that I could get.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't buy them, you would still have to train them, so you wouldn't be able to get them immediately.
Well, that's
so.
why I want to look at, because I thought charms didn't require training like other stuff.
No, they do.
And I wanted to double check that.
No, they do.
They
Everything
normally
requires-
are a lot faster than other things.
Yeah, they are. They're not. They don't take like months, but they take like I think a week.
Still, where are the rules for that? Because I want to know how much they cost.
Yeah, hold on. I can go grab that for you real quick. I wanted to start, but I will grab it.
Yeah.
That section is like really hard to find. I know because.
Yeah, I know I found it last time when I was like, oh yeah, everyone gets 5 XP when they level up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's in the traits section. Oh, yes, it's in the traits section. Solar Charm costs 10 karma.
Karma.
You're,
Are we playing Shadowrun now? Well, okay, guys. So the you
Yeah,
guys
it
to...
takes.
So last time on Shattered Skies.
Wait, no, that's.
Last time on Shattered Skies, you guys tried to make a deal with a dragon, and Sun's magic
That's the first rule of Shadowrun. Never make a deal with the dragons.
And then Sun's arm malfunctioned, so we had to get him a new cyber arm. And I'm kidding.
And then I'm like a shaman who turns into a bear, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, actually, we could play this. Oh my God! Stop now! Now you made me realize that we could actually do that.
Oh, no.
All right, so
I
I'm
don't know
going.
if magic works like that in Shadowrun or not.
No, you're right. You could turn into a. Well, I don't know if you could turn into a bear, but I know that bear shamans exist, and that's effectively.
Oh no, there is a shape change spell.
Yep.
There you go.
So I
You
think
could
some of your
also
heavenly
be
spirits-
a shapeshifter and be a bear shapeshifter. But a
Okay.
bear shapeshifter isn't a person who turns into a bear. It's a bear that turns into a person. An actually
Okay.
important distinction.
That's really awkward. I can imagine. I'm imagining because now I'm imagining Chopper.
Oh, I love Chopper. He's so cute and adorable.
So are we talking about
like
Chopper from
One
Land
Piece,
Before
yeah.
Time 2?
No, I'm talking about One Piece. The reindeer.
okay.
Where he has the human fruit, so he's a reindeer who turns into a humanoid.
Yeah, oh yes. Like, I've literally just woken up, so
No,
Give
it's okay.
I'm about as smart as my character is right now, so
Should I
So
wait?
let's-
You want me to
Nah,
give you?
I'm just
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Chopper is so
8
adorable.
XP.
mhm.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm scrolling to the XP section real quick. Okay, yeah, so it's 177.
Survival. Spirit. Hide.
Okay,
She
so let me
It'll
actually
take
start.
1 week.
What the hell? Okay, who graffitied all over the roll 20 again? I had to keep cleaning this stuff up. I'm getting
And it's
kind of
been like a day since Like, not much time has passed since we started. It's been like a day, hasn't it?
It's yeah, like right now it's gonna be nighttime.
Yeah.
Of the day that you started before, so yes.
Day has.
So a full day has not happened yet.
No.
And take a while for me to actually get any of these terms and advancements.
Yeah, I mean last time I did a month time skip and stuff.
Yeah, I think I
This
got
time-
like nearly 20 to 30 days for most of my things to wait.
Anyway, I'm ready since all I did was just
Okay.
type, hey, I'm on my character sheet. I'm taking a
Okay.
charge.
Cool. So let me just try to get in the mood here. So
I could send you some stuff to get you in the mood.
you just ruined it. Okay.
Play that
Okay,
sultry saxophone music.
All right. So the City of Swords is hardly illuminated. I'll wait again. The City of Swords is hardly illuminated or alive at night. On the surface, the smell of smoke and warm steel has faded from the air as the smiths have settled into bed. The streets are mostly dark with only the dim light of a handful of street lanterns lighting the roads between buildings. The sky is a clear pitch black. The stars not as bright as on this night because of the color stealing demons sweeping across the sky in the battle previously. A star tosses and turns in his hotel bed before a calm dream lulls him to sleep, a dream of romance. Past the pink curtains and down a set of steps is the hidden scarf. When Sun, Nightshade, and Charming Raincloud stepped down into this place, they might not have expected this. Storms knew exactly what she was looking for, a place of sex and couples scattered among the several tables underneath the city. In this secret place, men and men, women and men, and women all danced and drank together under the soft pinkish light, marveling at the wonders of their own bodies. There was shouting, laughing, and some physical shoving to be found all around. Every so often, there was an occasional moan in the tapestry of voices. The hidden love was both passionate and somewhat violent in nature, pure and primal. The look on passionate Lightning's face didn't hide anything at all. She was in love at first sight, and she felt like Storms was familiar to her, even at the glance. In the background, the brunette dancer swirled between the bodies, hiding herself from the observant circle. She flashed a soft smile as she brought the two souls together, their voices resonating as one. What a beautiful sound it made. A duet of raw passion, two lovers meant to be. I'm Passionate Lightning, Storms was brought back out of her eyes when she said her name.
Sapphire Storms.
Wow, that's like honestly one of the prettiest names I've ever heard.
Thanks.
And I'm not even that drunk, for the record. It's kind of hard for me to get drunk. I hold my alcohol pretty well.
I'm kind of the same way now.
Now,
Well, you know what I mean. I kind of, after a while, it build up stamina, I guess.
yeah, no, I totally get what you mean. Yeah. So like, you're just here to get a drink or something? Like, do you normally like? I haven't seen you around here before, so I'm guessing you're new.
Yeah. I am. I just came to town a few days ago on a delivery. You are the one who wanted to talk to me. I get her.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
The dancer back there said I was to meet someone here.
She kind of like peers over your shoulder and kind of like looks around. Well, which one? There's like they're everywhere. She's like chuckling.
I'm going to turn my head to look for the same dancer.
All right. Like how hard are you just like, skimming around, or are you actually like looking? Because like I said, she's kind of like hidden.
I feel stubborn enough to like
you don't see her at
actually
first. Like you definitely wouldn't see her just like looking around like, casually.
Huh. I guess she must have left.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Very awkward.
I couldn't really help but notice that you're that guy over there. I don't know if you see him. She's like turning around and like looking over at Sun.
Guy?
He's kind of decked out.
I'm gonna turn his face on and go, God damn it, son, what did I tell you?
Just ignore them. 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 I hear them. I'm like sitting there nervously. They're like of rainy days beside me, and I hear that, and I'm like, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. In my mind, just.
I think he's looking at me. I don't know if. Fuck.
Ignore him. He's an idiot.
I mean,
sorry.
Okay.
Is he looking? I'm gonna say he was looking.
No, you're not.
So I was like, just sitting there. I hear that it's a freaking storm. So I'm like, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Just ignore them.
I think we should get out of here.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
God, I'll kick Don's ass later.
Okay, follow my lead. She like basically like falls off of the bar, like not like she like falls off of the like the stool, right? And she like falls on the ground. She's like, I think I had a bit too much. Let's go home. She like grabs your arm.
I guess I'll help her up since I don't know this is an act.
Yeah. So she you help her up, and she's like, okay, so grab me here, and she's like pulling your arm towards her like waist.
I'm going to flush and wrap my arm around her waist, like.
Yeah, she is really like her body's like really skinny, and she's kind of not like as muscular as you, but you can tell that she's kind of built up some like muscle around like her chest.
I was gonna say, if we have the picture, we can show the chat. Viewers.
Sure.
I don't know why I call them chat. Maybe because I'm used to like
Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go screen share the picture real quick because I do have it. I need to open it up first though.
Okay.
Because I need to actually open the picture to be able to show it. Where's the? Oh, no. I'm in the wrong folder. I need to go to the actual. There we go. And then I go into the NPCs. I'm gonna grab lightning. There we go. And then I'm gonna. Yeah, because I shared it on the Discord last time, but I don't think I shared it on the screen yet. So I will do that. I have two pictures of her, but the one that I like more. I'm using. Okay, open that up. Go here. Future me is probably going to complain about this. Like, you're moving too slow. I'm like, God, I'm doing as fast as I can, future me.
You're
Show
always
up.
slow, Nova.
Slow.
Future me's not going to take it, though. Future me is just going to be frustrated. There we go.
Oh, well.
Oh, wow. I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait.
Future's going to be like, well, I have improved. Why?
Yeah, so you can see how skinny her waist is, kind of.
She looks very
Yeah.
young.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
Oh no.
Wait,
Not another lolly.
Am I going to be arrested here?
No. She's definitely not.
Child, what are you doing?
She's not that young. I mean, I guess she may look really young in the picture, but she does look that young. Like she's.
I just imagine
She's
Eileen.
actually a vampire who's hundreds of years old. It's okay.
I mean, she could be. You don't know.
Are we playing
you haven't
Masquerade
kind of-
already? Or Requiem?
You're not sure. You don't know she's not a vampire. You encountered one before. You know they exist. So if that's something you're worried about.
I just imagine Eileen slowly revealing her crest, put the child down.
She's not that young. She's supposed to be like. I mean, if anything, she'd probably be around like 18 because she wouldn't be able to be in here otherwise.
Well,
Well, it's kind of illegal anyway. So I'm
Oh,
pretty
no.
sure they would allow.
Barb, ill repeat.
Never mind. I'm not going to start getting into legalities. Let's just. So
This
yeah,
is Exalted. It's its own world here.
you grab her waist and she's kind of trying to like nudge you to like help her out of the like up the steps and such.
Yeah, so I'll basically like kind of carry her up the.
Yeah, and she's like fake stumbling like all along the room, and like you help her up the steps, and you can see as you kind of so the entrance is the same, so it's sort of this archway with the little pink veils sort of that hide the sort of part of the entrance. So you both kind of come through the veils and exit out onto this. It's sort of an like not an alcove, but it's like part of the street is kind of like not cordoned off, but like you're in sort of an alcove, in the street. So it's kind of like a little hole in the wall. And you kind of come out onto the street, and there's like one lantern that's sort of lighting both of you as you come out into the city at night, and you realize like how late it is. Once you look up and you see that the sky is sort of like,
I'm just gonna
the
make
stars
a
are
small
kind of,
comment. Damn, when did it get so dark?
Would I be able to follow after them?
yes, you can, but you'd have to sneak unless you want them to see you.
I'd probably make a sneak check.
Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
They're not looking for you, so
Well,
as
I
long
mean,
as you
I was
get, like,
looking for Sun now that I know he's there. Yeah.
okay, so you're looking. She's not gonna
Yeah.
look. Well, I'll make her look too then, because she's probably gonna
Oh boy.
look. If you're looking, she'll be like, "What? Is something wrong?" So yeah, they're both looking for you now.
They're
So
both
it's
looking
gonna be
for
hard.
me in general. Well,
Yeah.
were they aware of me before? Because it seemed like they were kind of distracted with one another.
No, they
I'm not
weren't.
looking for you. I'm looking for like if Sun's following us. So
Right.
So-
So you're looking down the steps, and you're kind of moving up in from the dark.
So Dex plus stealth.
Yeah.
Plus my
did you want
stealth.
to stunt it? Because you're probably gonna need it.
I could say I could use my stunt and my stealth armor specialty.
Yeah. So how are you sneaking? Because
All right.
it's gonna be tricky for you to like move up the stairs without them seeing you.
All right, so I'd say what she does is, well, she wouldn't be like right behind them. She'd like wait a few minutes after they get up. She'd like take a small glance behind her, look at Sun and how like he was now distracted with like talking to Rainy and such. And what she'd do is like after she made sure they were at least like 5 or 6 feet away, like away from her own body, she would slowly get up and like weave her way instead like through the crowds of people. As if like she was used to like going through crowds of people, and she'd like at least try and get lost in the crowd before making sure they were like a few steps up. Then she would slowly get out of the crowd and then start going up the steps after she made sure they were at least of quite a few paces in front of her, because she didn't want to follow too close.
Okay. I'll give you a die for that.
So that's 10 dice.
Like, yeah. So you'll get a die, mostly because.
All right, so I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
Slash roll correct.
Yes.
10d10. All right, and that is
Damn.
Wow.
That's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
That's
I'm so happy we're not playing. I'm so happy we're not playing vampire. Those 3 ones would have just canceled. You would have not botched, but you would have failed.
That's only 2
Really bad.
successes on 10 dice.
All
really?
right. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Okay. I definitely imagine that if well you're immortal, so I can definitely imagine you like almost tripping up the stairs as you go, and I want to see if they see you.
All right, so
You didn't botch though, so I'm not gonna
Come
say
on.
something
Crit
like
fail
that.
for me. Crit fail for me, Dustin.
I'm
don't
gonna
worry,
roll for her.
I'm not gonna count that many dice. So
I'm gonna roll for her real quick.
All right, she's gonna get 2 10s. I'm calling it right now.
So I wonder, is there a coat hanger at the door or anything, or
okay,
no?
I didn't actually do the. Okay, yeah, she's gonna notice you.
Right.
Coat hanger, not really.
All right.
there's
didn't do
probably
the-
well, at least not a wire one. I'm guessing.
But I
Like,
mean,
not
is
like
one of
coat
those
hanger,
wooden things y'all hang your coats on or whatever.
No, there's nothing like that. This is like old style kind of building. It's not like they have stuff like that in here.
Keep your damn
But,
coat on.
Well,
Right,
probably. Yeah.
Can I see? Can I see? Check and see if I see that, or do I hear that? Perceive that? Anyway?
If yeah, you could. Yes,
What would
you're
that
also
be?
allowed to roll if you want. It's
Perception.
it would be perception,
Probably
awareness.
awareness.
All right, let's make a conga line up these stairs, guys. Come on now.
I'm pretty sure. No, you didn't see her coming in. That's right. And now she's moving, so you might notice because she rolled pretty bad. That's kind of funny. Like you don't see her coming in, but you see her going out. Yeah.
I do this great description. It's like, all right, I'm gonna give you 2 successes. I'm like, great. I
So
need
like,
these.
did you? So Carl, what are you doing when you're like looking over? Like, how is that?
Like I'm like sitting there, like trying to keep myself like shelling myself in, trying to be like incognito.
Yeah.
I hear this like tink. What's that noise? And I turn.
What was that noise?
Oh, huh?
We turned out the lights.
And I'm like, huh? What was that noise?
What's this fox doing here? Sorry.
Who's talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh.
Okay. So you botch. Wonderful.
God.
We ain't found nothing.
So now I have to describe. So, Rainy like looks kind of offended when you like look away from her to like try to figure out what's going on. She's like, hey, I'm over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought.
This is Rainy will remember this.
Rainy will remember you getting distracted from her.
Well, did you hear that?
I think
I'll
one of the
delete all your
waitresses
porn.
like,
You're only allowed to fap to me.
ah, jeez.
That was the best meme.
No, Rainy does look pretty angry at you when you look away. She's like, what? Something happened here.
What, you got a thing for that Storms chick?
No. I think she says that actually, like out loud. Yeah, she says, "What do you like? You would think for her or something?" I get it.
Yeah.
No. Ah.
Oh. I mean, I kind of thought you guys were a thing. So
We're just friends.
Somewhere
I
in
mean,
the alley. I feel like throwing up.
Here, motherfucker. I don't understand that, motherfucker.
all right, so I'll get back. I'll get back to you. And so Dustin, what did I'm waiting on your roll.
I was going to, basically as I walk, like every now and then I just like sniff the air, just kind of like put my ears up,
Yeah.
like trying to listen or smell for like
You smell night
And you
shade.
like sense that I know? Like,
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! 2 dice for you. That's awesome.
all right. Let me look at my wits awareness. Or perception awareness.
Yeah, perception awareness.
I'm like, what game uses wits awareness? That sounds familiar.
So that's World of Darkness.
Okay, that's why I'm like,
You're like half right because
Yeah.
usually you use wits for.
So, are you guys all transitioning to World of Darkness while I'm over here being exalted?
I'm just here like, can I like try and distract them by offering a 3-way? And I'm just wondering if that'll work. I'm kidding.
alright.
There's only one way to find out.
Don't tempt me, Nova.
I don't know.
I'll do it.
I ended and who the fuck are you? Bye.
Oh yeah, easily. Just like, okay, so yeah, it's actually because the thing is that Nylene tries to compensate for the fact that her armor is really loud, but it's really difficult to do. She's kind of good at it, but it doesn't always work. So in this case,
Can I,
you
like,
guys hear it's like the guts thing. You hear the loud clang clang. No, I'm kidding. As she goes up the stairs, that's where you hear. No, I'm kidding. But as she kind of comes up the stairs, there's definitely this like loud creaking.
Yeah.
And you hear both of you hear it like immediately, and she kind of first lightning kind of turns around, and you notice the scent. So what does Nylene smell like? This is an important question.
kind of want to say, I was thinking of maybe a lavender perfume, since she went to a special party or something.
Okay. I just realized this in my mind. You have perfect memory, so you could legitimately like remember her scent. I don't know if there's a charm you could get for that, but in my mind, I just kind of realized that. So even if there isn't a charm, I think logically it makes sense that you could remember what she smells like. Especially since, I mean, you don't have any like awareness charms or survival charms or anything like that, where you could like. I'm pretty sure like if you're a lunar that
This would just be like a perfume, so I don't think it's like her main scent.
Yeah, I'm asking I'm asking that, and that's what I'm asking. I'm asking what you smell like, not the perfume you're wearing.
Oh, well, my main scent is like,
yeah. I'm imagining like a lot of blacksmithing type stuff, right?
Yeah,
like
I was thinking like iron and blood.
Yeah, iron blood. That works.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly take out my sword and just like toss it to where the scent is.
You're gonna like throw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, this isn't sun.
So first, I have to ask: Is Nylene cool with this kind of? If we do some kind of like PvP thing here, because they're definitely like afraid of you.
What are the chances I'll get one shot by this? Just wondering.
Likely, very likely. And so that's why I'm saying if you don't want to get brutally injured, you could.
Okay,
like,
I was not thinking. I forgot you're not exalted, so I might not do that. I'll just.
I just imagine like piercing my throat and I just die in 2 seconds. I'm like, oh no.
Well, that's so I'm because I have a response if you're like, no, I don't want this to escalate. So I'm just asking you.
Well, I kind of prefer not to die, so I guess not escalate that quickly.
Okay.
So I have to ask because. So you said you wanted. I have something in mind, but if you want to say something, go ahead.
Can I like say like it injures me, or like I get hit by it and I stumble down the stairs?
No, I actually have a better idea.
All right,
so
let's hear your idea.
What I imagine actually was that you the actual so she does throw her sword like toward you, but you manage to like slide a bit, to the side and avoid it actually, and so you're still kind of moving up the stairs into the light.
The sword sticks to the wall like. Wobble, wobble,
yeah,
wobble,
kind of. I'm imagining more just kind of like tumbles down the stairs, and she kind of moves out of the way of it. And so this is something that I would want to point out to Storms, is that this would indicate that she's a skilled fighter.
Well, that's one way to say hello to someone.
The fuck are you following us for?
I can't leave the brothel.
You from the palace?
How is she aware that it's me?
I have eidetic memory. If I remember your smell, like, no, it's you.
Oh wait, so she had my smell from the party, because I didn't know she had my smell from the party. I thought she was just like picking up my scent now.
I mean, there's no reason why she couldn't have smelled you before.
Okay, you got a point.
I love that. I imagine the prince being, yes, I had this room specially prepared to block out all scent.
God damn it. Fair enough.
Except for that 1 cent.
So, you gonna answer me while you're following me?
Will you allow me to walk up the stairs first without being harmed?
Fine. And bring my sword back up, would you?
Very well. I'll meet you on the street. So
I will.
I'm gonna go like
the really awkward thing about this, by the way, is that when you threw the sword, like Lightning just kind of clamped her hands around you, like the very standard, like, oh my god, I'm scared, and then she like kind of clamps her hands around you, and it feels like she's really warm.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mylene goes down the stairs gracefully, still clinging a little bit.
Who the hell is that? Do you know them?
She was a guard at the palace. I went
She's
to a party.
following us? Crap. I really can't get away from all these people. Jeez. Oh, wow.
You can relax. I'm not after your head or anything. She says, like, coming up the stairs. And
I totally believe that. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of your type, believe me.
I'm sure.
Who are you, seriously?
My name is Nylene.
Yeah, all right. Fine.
And if you'd like to know why I'm following you, it's rather simple. That dancer that approached you at the party wasn't meant to be there at all.
So why not follow her?
It's easier to follow you since you were leaving the party. In essence,
they both left.
In essence, I'm more for your own well-being. After all, you are supposed to be a friend of the prince after what you've done.
Well, as you can see, I can take care of myself.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's good to see firsthand.
Is something going on here? This dancer chick seems pretty important.
So I am going to kind of use my intimidate.
Okay. So like towards who?
Towards Morgy's character.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cool with you, Morg?
Mm-hmm.
And his blowjob. Heads up.
Umbry, could you mute for a moment?
What?
Just hearing some background noises. Their conversation. That's all right. So I'm like gonna a little snarl and just go, so leave now.
Okay. Did you want to use your charm?
Well, it's always activated.
Okay. So does that give her, like, what's the effect for that then?
It let me look at it. Perfect fear scent.
Yeah, because I feel like you're using that right now.
Oh yeah,
you're trying to, like, Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think this would work at all. Like if you were.
Lunar exudes a faint musk. When a normal
Yeah.
human senses are insufficient to constantly detect it, some primitive part of their mind knows the smell of a predator. The unspoken threat of blind pucker like flight and teeth and talons and blood underlines all the lunar social maneuvering. The lunar permanently gains 1 bonus die to all intimidate checks.
Okay, so I thought it might be a penalty to her. Okay, so then you just get a bonus die.
Yeah.
That's good. I'll give you that for sure. So if Morg's cool with it, then you can just roll an intimidate, and then it'll be versus her resolve. So what's your resolve, Morg?
I think my resolve is a whopping. Wait, how do I calculate resolve?
Do you have it on your sheet?
I'll go check abilities and attributes.
It should be on your. It should be on the Roll20 sheet.
Yeah, I'm on there right now. I'm looking. I don't see it listed.
It auto calculates for you. So
Yeah,
if you go down here, you can see where it says go to health and defense. Your resolve is 2.
Okay.
So you only really need 2 successes, unless you want to stunt your resolve, because I'd let you do that. Just so you know, because I'm letting so you can. I want to actually know how you deal with that, because she's basically instilling this animalistic sort of fear in you, or at least attempting it.
Well, as a response to this animalistic fear, I'd say it's like her mask essentially acts like a wall between her and her emotion. It just stands out as like it's just like an unmoving wall, an emotionless, unmoving wall that doesn't feel anything.
Yeah. You know, I'll give you your intimacy as well. So that'll give you a total of, let's say, 3, 4. So now you need 4 successes. Storms.
Okay. And
makes this a little tougher.
All right.
Or actually, I'll just give you the 1, because it technically is just you're enforcing your intimacy. So I'll just give you 3 resolve.
Okay, I'm just thinking if there's anything else I can use here.
Do you have? I mean, that's up to you. What you want to do?
I have creating the wolf.
Oh, and also, Morg, do you want to use willpower also, just in case if you want? Because you could bring it up to 4 if you spend willpower. I think it might be appropriate.
I only have
here.
2 willpower left.
Okay.
I guess I'll bring it up.
So, like, actually, here's something important that I need to know. So, what are you threatening her with? Because Storms, you're basically like, leave now. But is it like leave now or X, or is it just you're telling her to leave?
Because there's the implied like leave now or I'm going to have to hurt you.
Like, are you making a gesture?
Okay, so
I'm kind of.
I'm imagining it's her teeth, like you know, you're doing. She's doing
teeth, like kind of making himself look. Okay. I'm kind of like a bear standing up on like 2 legs, like.
Yeah.
If you can imagine that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, can I use this charm also?
That's a.
Can you show me your charm list so I can read over them?
Oh yeah.
You link me the thing. I can actually like read them all. That'd be cool.
I'll just throw that in.
I'm looking up the influence rules real quick because you need to have leverage here. I think that's plenty leverage though. It's like I'm a freaking bear woman. I'm scary, brar.
Hear me roar.
So wait, so did you want to spend willpower? I didn't hear you.
Oh yeah, I was going to.
I'm asking Morg. Because I think that.
Willpower to raise me up to 4. I think I'm just gonna keep my willpower for now, since I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference.
Okay. Just give me a sec. I need to check the rules, and then I need to see your charm list because I don't have those on hand.
Yeah, I threw it in the Discord.
Okay, I didn't see where you put it. I will grab it. Oh, there we go. I'm in the wrong tab. Okay, so the wolf attitude is the one that you were you want to use? Okay, so let me
Yeah.
check it real quick. What page is it on in here?
It's under manipulation.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, it's like right before perception, so you can just click on that one.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, I can just use the view tab. So let me go.
Yeah.
Grab the. Oh, I don't see it though. I'm usually able to open that. Table of contents. Here we go. Wait, no, that's insert. Where's the view? I don't see how to open the thing.
That is weird. It's open on my end, so.
Never mind. I don't have time to open it. I need to go for that.
Oh, it's near the bottom, so you can just.
Yeah. Okay, here I got it.
Okay.
So you want to do. Let's see. So I have to scroll to where it is. Okay. So you want to do walk to the marketplace, the unaudible wall, in the ears of every dog, the not hear it, the moan registers, even the sign. Concrete manner. If anyone whose resolve is overcome is filled with one emotion in question, therefore being observed by another, those infected with panic automatically make their own roll to inspire fear with non-charmed. Nice equal. Inspire an emotion of fear with anyone in line of sight. So that would affect also lightning.
Huh.
So assuming that
scare your GF.
that would be the main thing that I'm not sure if you want to do that because it's not targeted, so you'd be affecting everybody.
I'm just like, that is true, but I'm also impatient and a little thoughtless, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I understand. Let's see. But this is sort of like, it's more like you'd be affecting not the whole city, but like it's more like a thing where you like walk around and everybody gets into a panic.
Okay, then I won't use that then. Because I don't want the fucking Dragonborn to, Dragonblood to know me.
Right, fair. But it is sort of automatic.
Well, I need to activate it though, so.
Yeah, you could. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
so
You
it's not gonna.
But it's well, the thing here is that it's a group thing, so it would be very difficult to target a single person with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna use it.
That's
Right.
smart.
That's what it's for, though. Just so you know.
Okay.
Because you were asking me, can I use it? I'm like, I don't think it's meant for single
Alright.
people. Okay, so sorry, Morg. So Dustin, yeah, you just roll your intimidation.
Yeah. So that's 6 die.
Oh, that should be easy.
Oh, 1 success. That's
Oh. Well,
There you go. She's scary looking, but you've seen worse.
from
I mean, you've fought in wars and stuff, so this is not like not wars, but like a battle. This is
gotta
not
think
like,
of a good reaction for this.
I've covered wars, you know.
I like she's not a cripple. I just don't find her that scary. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, she can't even see your face, so even if you were scared, she wouldn't know.
That's the
That's
best part of
kinda
a
how-
mask. All right. Well,
I just am, yeah, but you can go ahead and tell me how you react. Sure.
I'd say Eileen stays silent for a moment, looking her over. And after a few moments, she decides just, I see. Well, I'm very sorry for the, how should I say, misinterpretation of my actions. After all, I'm only following the orders of my superior. And with that, she's going to put her hand over her heart and like do like a small bow. My apologies for upsetting you. And your lover? I'm not so sure.
She like gives you this like lightning's blushing now too. She's like,
Yeah. So
we
Star's just kind of doing the like kind of blush and like turn away face, like trying to like be stoic. You're like, but clearly like blushing.
Yeah.
Perhaps just reminds you of the time when I once had one myself. But there's no time for reminiscing about that.
Wait. I'm really confused now. So, what the heck is Raincloud doing? Because I was gonna cut back to you. Now I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I was describing that as they were busy doing their thing, I was stripping down to better blend in with the area.
By what logic?
Because
You're
my
just like
current clothes are
sitting.
too conspicuous.
You're like, so basically you're sitting down in the brothel, and then now you're just starting to like strip, like
Strip down to basically blouse, undergarments, and stockings to better blend in with the people there. Because most of the women there are scantily clad anyway.
That's
I'm putting my
not
clothes in my
literally.
bag.
Some of them are just wearing clothes. Like,
What are you doing? Oh God! Oh,
Rainey's just like looking at you like really awkwardly, like, hey, you work here? Is that what's going on?
No, I don't work here. It's just camouflage.
Camouflage?
I mean, how do you screen share an image but not the folder?
Well, what I do is I open it in a program and then I screen share the program.
I don't have a program to open it.
Then you can't screen share it.
You don't have like this photo viewer or something like that. It's like
I have Paint.
that should
that'll
work.
But yeah, my
Fuck is
clothes
that?
and my umbrella are in my bag and all that.
that's me. That's the music. Is that it?
Yeah.
And I'm saying
it
it's
sounds like
camouflage so I
royals are
can
coming
better
by.
blend in with the people
Okay,
here.
so key question here. Why are you trying to camouflage yourself in this situation?
So I don't stand out and don't get dragged out of the building.
But nobody was trying to drag you out of the building.
I'm worried about that.
I mean, one of the waitresses just like sat you down. I think you're okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of curious as to why you think that you're in danger, because you basically are just chilling out here, and now you're like, oh, I need to blend. Okay, whatever. You just want an excuse to take off your clothes. I get it. It's fine.
Yes.
Everyone wants that excuse. Maybe one day
At
I'll
least you
have
admit
one.
it. I mean, at least you could say, oh, I want to join the dancers.
Yes, that is part of my plan. Join the dancers.
I want to join the
That
fun
actually-
stuff.
That actually sounds like a good idea. So,
Yes, I want to join
so
the dancers.
do that. So you're gonna like leave the table and go try to go blend in with the other dancers.
Yeah,
All right.
because I want to find out what they know. And what better way than to appear as one of them.
Okay. So how are you doing that?
Dancing with them, chatting with them while dancing. Trying to find out more about this area.
Okay. So
And what's
I
going
think
on.
that sounds to me like I'll give you 2 dice. And then you can roll your manipulation and expression.
Unfortunately, expression's not a stat or a skill.
Performance. Sorry.
Yeah, be manipulation and performance.
Correct.
I was gonna say we're getting ready for World of Darkness still, so
Yeah, I have 2 dice in performance, 1 die in manipulation, so that'd be a total of 5 dice, right?
Yeah.
After the +2.
And you can spend. I'm not sure if performance is favored for you or not.
Performance is one of my favored.
Okay, so you can spend essence if you want to.
I'll spend 2 essence to make that 7 d10s.
Okay, just make sure to mark it off, and you're good.
Right? And I forgot to mark up, and I forgot that I recovered essence recently, so I'll keep that marked off. It was two. So I'll keep that at 11 out of 13 because that's what it was before it recovered, and I'm spending that. So yeah, back to 11.
Okay. Fair.
One success.
No one has good rolls tonight, I'm telling you.
yeah, it's a
One
very
success.
male dice.
Well,
like,
one success in this game doesn't actually mean nothing. It actually is pretty good.
yeah, I know. I'm just still saying,
Again, happy that you don't cancel because you would have been screwed out of that too.
Yeah.
We're getting. I think it's more. We're getting a lot of ones tonight. That's kind of what's bothering me. I'm so happy we're not playing OWAD.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what are you talking to them about?
Current events, the people here, what is the ruler like, what are the traditions, so on.
I mean, so here's something I want to ask. If you're bringing up the local thing, do you mention that you were just at a party with the prince? Because I feel like that would be a thing, if you're bragging or
yes,
or
I
are you
would.
just kind of
I would
okay.
mention I was at a party for with the prince, and I would mention that I need help understanding because I'm a runaway from the mountains.
Right. Okay. So one thing that you notice as you're kind of closer up to these dancers, is that as you're talking to them, a lot of them seem a lot less enthusiastic than you would first expect. The movements that you're noticing as you kind of come closer are a lot more subtle and a lot more reserved than what you would expect from someone who is let's say, having a good time.
All right.
I'm just like, you should be glad that Mama Bear's not here right now.
And you also notice as you come into the crowd of dancers that you wouldn't have noticed this from the outside, and a lot of them have move in elegance or are covered with silk. But if you're really close up, you can actually see that they have underneath these clothes that some of them have bruises and such. So I'd like for you to roll your limit. So 3 dice for that, please.
All right.
And this is the one you're trying not to get successes for, right?
Correct. Yes.
Dustin, we should go beat them up. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to say. Never mind.
Oh boy.
0 successes.
Okay, that's actually good.
See the ones in the see what I mean? Good.
Yeah.
So
I just know you know that there are 2 ones with a 1 and with 3 10s.
2 ones and a 4. Yeah, that's actually really nice.
Actually, I'm just kind of confused about how many ones we've gotten tonight.
I'll start counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1. We got 9 ones so far.
Okay. So that is what you notice, but you're able to sort of bear through it. But it's very painful for you to actually look at this.
Yeah.
Because you realize that a lot of them are being abused, and that's not good.
Vigilante justice.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel really upset that these girls got beaten so badly, but I'm gonna hold it in for now.
On top of that, they actually seem to be pretty, like, they look visibly, like, jealous of you when you mentioned that you were at this party. And they're like, so what was he like?
He was friendly enough.
Well, I wouldn't trust him. I heard he's a real jerk. I mean, he's half the reason we're all hiding out here. You know, past curfew and all that.
Back home, there was no such thing as curfew.
Well, you're lucky. What's a mountain girl like you doing down here?
I
Trying to
wanted
make
to
some-
get away from my father.
I bet you're just trying to make quick cash. I think one of the other girls is like, yeah, I get you. Like, they're like, yeah, no, I want to get away from my dad too. Like,
Relatable.
relatable. Hashtag too many bruises to count.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? We're gonna have to put the trigger warning in the open.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, now that Rain Cloud is
You're right, though.
almost
I probably
half-
should have.
is pretty much half dressed, you can see what appears to be some bruises that are mostly healed from before she exalted.
Okay. Interesting. They all sort of. So you really do seem to blend in with the place. And essentially they're also sort of interested in the way that you dance and such, because you are very sort of well, what are your movements like when you're dancing? Because I don't want to describe them.
Very dervish-esque, very much a lot of whirling, a lot of footwork.
First step.
A lot of minor acrobatics.
Right,
and traditional dervish type dances.
And
Very
they're
drunk
just sort of
looking.
and they're just doing more traditional belly dancing. So like what you're doing stands out a lot more, and you start getting like claps and like, you know, whistles and stuff like that. And you seem to be getting a lot of attention as you start doing all these movements. But I am going to cut away from that for a second, and we're going to get back to you. So let's see, who do I want to move to next? So so Mist.
I was gonna say Desert. Oh yeah, I guess Mist also has been waiting. So
yes, yeah, and then Desert.
All right.
So Mist.
Mist was late and is sorry.
It's all right. So for right now, I mostly just want to know because I'm still waiting for Lev. But what kind of situation do you want to sort of be in at night in terms of like being around the city and such? Are you still just sort of walking around? Are you interested in like looking for something in particular? Are you sort of being guided somewhere by the sword? You know, anything like that. I'll leave it up to you. Because like I mentioned last session, like I mentioned,
if the sword's got
I mentioned, yeah. I mean, the idea is that you know, if you want to describe the sort of stuff you're seeing, you do have a degree of like not necessarily control over that, but if you want to go somewhere like a certain place, then I'd be totally cool with you just saying, oh well, yes, that would take me here or there or anywhere. You know,
come join
Magic
us.
School Bus, that kind of thing.
Sound like Dr. Seuss.
I was thinking
know.
Reading Rainbow. I don't know why I did Magic School Bus.
After a month on the road with Sun, she'd probably be looking for a place with a nice plush bed.
Uh-huh. Okay. I actually have a good idea for you then. So you managed to make your way into a nice hotel, not actually a run like a hole in the wall or like a actual like decent place where they seem to have fairly good service and like a desk lady sort of you ring a bell and she kind of turns around and she's like, oh yes, sorry, did you need something? And she sees the sword that's sort of at your waist and like looks you over and doesn't seem intimidated. Like she seems actually fairly calm about the whole thing.
Did I need something? Are you an
Yeah.
idiot? Is this a hotel?
Yes, ma'am.
So what would I want? I'd want a bed, you idiot.
Okay. She like looks at the
Thank you.
She looks at like a roster and we have a free room upstairs if and she like doesn't like she's trying not to look you in the eye. She's like looking down towards this like clipboard and she's like, well, it's more of a parchment really. It's not really a clipboard. It's like a sort of a scroll type thing where she has all these names written. And yes, we have a free room upstairs if you'd like.
That is
I
more
would
than fine with me.
I would just need you to money, please. The room cost, and she gives you like a price. Not something super expensive, but what? Yeah, not something super expensive. Not cheap either. Sort of middle of the road.
I hate this place. There's people yelling in the street.
I'm sorry. I can I'll make sure that it's quiet for you.
Okay, well that sounds fair. I think I will take the room.
Okay. And so you hand some money over to her, and she shows you where the room is, and you can
Just
hear this sort of
toss
light.
it in her face.
Yeah. One thing that you notice as you kind of come into the room is that the room next to you, there's sort of this light snoring, this sort of tossing, and this turning, and as you kind of come up into the room, you see the door kind of slightly like slide open, and you see Star kind of poking his head out of the doorway. I can't sleep. I'm sorry, sir. Is there something wrong with the? Is there something wrong with the bed? No, there's nothing wrong with the bed. And he looks at Mist and he's like, yes, I have seen it. He like goes over to like not grab you, but he's like he moves over toward you. He's like spinning around your body, and he like kind of is doing this weird thing where he's like kind of twirling around and like holding up his hands. He's like, yes, I saw it. I remember you in my dream.
Oh, great.
Yes, I have seen that that he like points towards the sword. It will lead to something. Attract someone. I'm not sure. It was very unclear.
I might
me
try
if I'm
to
wrong,
pop
but so was
myself
your
in
last
now.
vision.
Oh, sure. So did you want to did you want to do something? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the sword caused all this trouble, and it seems like no one cares about the sword anymore. I still care about the sword, though.
Fair enough.
Therefore, I care
Kara
about
does,
the
but they're
person
not here.
with the sword.
Yeah, Kara actually is interested in the sword, but they just haven't been here for a while, so it doesn't seem like it. They're
Yeah.
around.
Oh, we have 11. Roll
So
20.
A hero returns.
Yeah.
Hi.
So I'm going to
Okay,
try
so-
and
20.
track
King.
Kara down then, so I can see if we can get this. Because I'm still kind of unclear. We went to the old man to give him the sword. Then
Yeah.
it got taken away,
Correct.
and he never got it back.
Right. So the thing was, you were meant to give it to him, and then mistook it and started wandering around the city with it, and no
Right.
one has been able to find her since.
So I'm
that's what's
going to
going on.
try to see if I can track her down using survival.
Okay.
Or
So
him.
how would you be do? Okay. Her. Yeah. No, you got it right.
Okay.
So I just want to know how you'd be doing that, because you didn't really get a clear look at her during the fight. You didn't see where she went, but I think you could do it because you're like Aragorn. So I am curious. I just want to see visually how you would do that.
Like, as long as we know where she started,
Right.
I can
And
go from there.
You do kind of have an idea of that because she was kind of on the street while you were casting your spells and such.
Yeah. So essentially, I'm going to go down and, with the help of Ord Sidara, familiar, again, thought I just that's the name. I'm going to.
Oh, Umber, you don't need
Oh,
to.
I realized I wanted to train Spirit Tide Pet, but I can't do that yet because it's Essence 2, so never mind. All the charms I want are Essence 2. Oh, I was just looking at the survival charms, looking over the ones that I have, seeing if they would help.
Right.
And I realized the charm that I wanted is Essence 2, so I can't actually take it yet.
I'm very sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sadness.
Anyway. So, essentially, I'm going to ask people, like, I'm going to look for footprints that are hers, and I'm going to, like, Sherlock Holmes it. So I'm like, yes, I know which ones hers are because she's this tall and weighs this much, and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. That'd be more, to me, that'd be more investigation. But,
yeah. And also just asking people on the route that I follow, like, have you seen anyone matching this description with this story?
Yeah. That's actually really smart. So I will give you a stunt for that.
And you want me to do investigation?
Yeah, but the attribute could be kind of malleable. Like you could do perception or a social skill or social attribute if you like, because you're kind of doing both things.
Well, my highest social is 3 and my perception is 3, so.
Okay, so either way, 3 days.
All right. And you said you're giving me 2?
Yeah, for the stunt.
Okay, so roll 8, D, 10, 7. Only 1 success. Oh wait, no, that was someone else's roll. Oh, 6 successes.
Yeah. I saw someone with a sword like that. They went that way. They're like pointing down the street towards like the hotel. And you hear like this loud calling sort of echoing through the air as your familiar seems to have like picked up on something similar. As it kind of moves toward that direction.
I'll toss him some whatever the cash. I have resources
like
to
little
dots. I have
scripts.
cash.
You have like scripts, so they're like little coins if I remember, like little kind of pennies.
Yeah, not jade, not silver, like the koku.
No.
Koku's the third one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I find it kind of funny that a system that has like the only money is you have resources 1.2.3.4.
Yeah.
Or 5. Has such a
Uh-huh.
complicated money changing
A
system.
lot of people pointed it out. I find it very neat for the setting, and if you convert it over, it is really nice to have like it is a very detailed like currency and economic sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's
But the point is,
funny.
I give a tip for the
Yeah.
info.
So they kind of like you get a bunch of tips that like lead you in that direction, and your familiar is able to confirm, that they're mostly correct in terms of what's going on. So you can make your way there if you'd like.
Great. And before I go in the building, I will say to or Zadara, like, circle the building. If you see her leave, follow.
And for the sake of expediency, I'll assume that Kara same sort of conclusion, because I know that Kara would be fairly good at tracking herself, but I'm not going to make you actually roll for it. So because I'll give you that benefit. So I'll assume that both of you have managed to sort of track down where Mist was sort of hanging out. But the reason I think it'd be easy is because she wasn't deliberately like covering her tracks or anything. So the difficulty would be very, very easy.
All right, cool. So I don't know if you want to go back to the scene that you were having of like talking to someone, and I'll just like pop in at an inconvenient moment, like, aha, I found you.
Right. So just so Lev knows, like they'd also be able to sort of jump in at any point. So Star, like, so we cut back to Star, and he's like, "Yes, I have seen. The sword will bring those to you, I believe. Someone important. The crowned man, the king? No, the prince. Yes." He's sort of pacing around and around you, like in a circle.
Yes, but clearly the important person is that you.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you. I just needed to get it out of my head. He sighs. Demons, monsters, wars. Things are becoming so dangerous, so hectic in this world.
Well, sure, why not
Indeed,
show up
well-
now?
I'm here, by the way. Hi.
Yes, I know.
Hello.
I know you're here. So Star kind of slinks back into his room, giving you like a slight wave.
Mist gives him the middle finger. Fuck you.
Okay. He doesn't. He honestly doesn't seem to understand the gesture, and just sort of lets the door shut. Your rooms. I'm not sure what he was talking about, but your room's this way. Here, and she kind of,
yes, very good.
The attendant sort of opens the door for you, and sort of helps you into the room. Is there anything else you need, ma'am?
Mist looks around.
It's
Yeah, I
a
guess
fairly
it's not too shabby.
it's actually a fairly nice room. It's a fairly standard sort of hotel room. Nice looking bed, nice little sort of nightstand type thing. Dresser. Basic sort of amenities, that sort of thing. There's also a window that's like that's sort of been left open, so she kind of moves over to close it, and this cold night air sort of comes rushing in, and you can kind of, so the interesting thing for you is that you sort of have this dual affinity, but you haven't like fully awakened to it, but you can sort of feel the cold wind kind of brushing against your skin, so it isn't fully being like repelled like water would be for you, or you don't have full control over it, but you do feel this sort of slight like brushing against your skin, like you feel almost comfortable with it as this wind kind of comes moving into the room. but it doesn't like move completely around you, like with the rain. And she kind of moves to shut, and so I wanted to see if like if if Kara just wants to like come through the window or something.
I'm Batman.
I just wanted to see because like the window where she is, I'm just imagining like Kara coming through the window or something like that. But
I don't know the current scenario.
Okay, so Mist is kind of checking into a hotel, and she still has the sword with her. Basically, is the idea.
And why wouldn't I be
And
able to send you through the door?
Oh, you could. Okay. So because this is Exalted. No, so she shuts the window and kind of.
Because people want to be Batman here.
No, I'm not Batman. I'm normal.
She closes the curtain and sort of checks the bed to see if there's anything.
Sure. So if possible,
she checks the
I'll
bed to
show a
see if
better
there's
door.
anything. Okay. And where is so would you meet would you meet Desert in the lobby, because you both kind of come into the building, I'm assuming at this point?
Sure.
Pretty much, I would think.
Yeah. So
okay. Do I know anything about Desert at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I know anything about you either. So
no, so I just walk by. Sorry.
So do you guys wait for service, or are you just gonna like move up the stairs in the most auspicious way possible?
Well, I don't really know where she is in the hotel yet, so I'm going to have to ask.
Are you looking for her as well?
You've already determined with your Sherlock level of investigation that she must have already checked in because she's not
in the
here
lobby
right now, and clearly if she checked in and there are no rooms on the first floor, logically she must be on the second floor. So
all right,
you've already,
this means that Desert is looking for her as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, then I will see that they seem rather unsure. Well, not rather, but a little bit unsure on where to go, and I will use my expert intuition. And I'll ask them, are you searching for something?
So I look over at you a little bit suspiciously, honestly. I'm not sure it concerns you.
Right. Well, then perhaps you might have noticed someone. I'm also looking for someone.
Interesting.
Yes.
Who are you looking for?
A noblewoman by the name of Mist. Have you seen her?
Well, I'm looking for her too, actually.
Why?
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 She has a sword. A dangerous sword.
A sword that should be destroyed.
That needs... Yes. Exactly. Well, I'm glad we found allies so easily.
Of course. I'm Kara. What is your name?
I'm Siriko Dances Through the Night.
And what do you do, Siriko Dances Through the Night?
Well,
he dances through the night.
Put it bluntly, I wander. I dispense justice when I find injustice.
You are a lawyer.
You're Batman.
No, I am.
Oh, guys, it's Daredevil.
I'm
a lawyer. We will find
I take
Mist.
the justice into my own hand.
All right, I'm going to start walking up the stairs as if I know where I'm going, which I really don't.
Okay. Yeah. And Siriko does. So you can easily like move.
So then I'll head up.
How do you deduce what room that she's in? I'm curious because you have like 6 successes left. So I want to know like how do you? Clearly, it's the one with the door open where she's standing in the door in the room. But
is there a door open in the hallway?
I think it's like it'd be slightly ajar.
All right. Unless you want to take the initiative, friend, I will.
You know, Sherlock also asks people where things were a lot. So that's what I do.
Right.
I ask the person at the front desk what room should. I just look at the front desk if no one's there and look at the registry.
Right. The front desk is unattended, but in the registry you do notice that her name was written down. And the number.
I have deduced it.
Excellent.
You pick up this parchment. You're like, yes, I have deduced it.
Using the logic.
Yeah. You're just like Velma from like a pup named Scooby-Doo. A clue.
Yeah, like a clue.
Lead the way, lawyer.
Where? What are you seeing? Where are you? Where? What clue?
All right, so we go up to her room, and I'm not gonna bother to knock or anything. If you're gonna start to, I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay.
Well,
the doors. Do you open the door? Because the door's like, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So Mist, as you would see them coming in, and the attendant's still like patting down the bed and like trying to fix the sheets so that they don't look unclean.
Okay.
And,
I would make a note that I come in as casually as possible.
Right. And she doesn't seem to be paying. She doesn't seem to notice you coming in, but Mist, you definitely would. And you can hear actually this like as they're coming in, the sword itself, like the ribbon that's sort of coming off of it, you can hear like this almost like a which almost sounds like her name, but it's not, but it's kind of close. It's like
sounds like her name.
Wow. It's gonna be fun.
Too close for comfort.
But it's almost like a screaming that almost sounds like her name, sort of. But it's very low and whispery, sort of. And the attendant like visibly like jumps. What's that? Who are you? And she's like looking. And she's looking at Kara. I'm sorry. Did you need a room? I'm.
Oh no, we just need some time. Please leave us.
I'm sorry. Is something going on? Okay.
I just nod.
I think
Something
honestly
is going on. We're friends of Mist and need to have a conversation with her.
I do actually want you to roll like a it would be charisma presence to like sort of convince her that she should leave.
Sure.
Because you're not going to just murder this person in her hotel.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, yeah, she's like, she seems hesitant to like just get out, but you could easily like overcome that.
All right.
And then I'll give you a stunt die because I really like for Kara because I really like the way that I'm like imagining your character just being really serious.
All right, so are we both rolling, or is it just me, or?
No, just you.
Okay, because I felt like he did help. So, is there any like bonuses we can get for him supporting it at the end because I started it and he followed up?
Sure. So both of you would roll, but then you would get what would happen is they would roll first, and then you would get a bonus based on their roll.
Okay, so I'm going to use harmonious presence meditation.
Oh goodness, you're gonna triumph way over my charisma save, aren't you?
So that's gives me 3 bonus dice.
Fair.
So to any social interaction.
Yes, of course.
And can I use essence on social interactions?
So that costs 5 motes. So I'm gonna spend it from my.
It's not favored.
From my personal. so I don't just start bannering and just talking to some.
Hilarious. You like walk in, it's like, yeah, by the way, I'm an Exalted, so yeah.
So haha, get out.
Pretty sure it would help in this case. But...
Wow, 4 successes.
Nice.
So are successes added as extra dice to the?
So the way this works is I would basically just give Kara like +4, or I could just count that as the roll if Kara doesn't want to roll, because clearly.
I think that's very much sufficient to get her to leave. So I'll just let you do the roll. I had 7 dice on my own, so I don't think you would beat that.
Yeah. So essentially, So it's less it's like Kara starts it, but then I feel like what happens is kind of the reverse of what I expected, where you kind of coming in at the end kind of makes her like even more nervous, and just she kind of crumples, and she's like,
Because I was serious, and he gave it meaning. He said, "Yeah, we need to talk with her," and she's like,
yeah. And she's and they're an Exalt, so like when they do this, they have that harmonious presence that like kind of
almost everyone in the party's a woman except for Sun. So
yeah,
nice.
Like
I just wasn't sure if that he was out of character in character. So
yeah, Sirico is like laser focused right now on the sword. So when she sees this
she scuttles out of the room. So like you guys, the 3 of you are alone, and I'm imagining it now. It's like this Mexican standoff. Like the 3 of you just stand in a triangle. Like no, but she shuts the door. So she shuts the door like behind her, so that you guys can be alone.
And I glance behind me as she shuts the door, because I wouldn't actually be able to hear it if she did.
Right.
And I return to Mist. And has Mist done anything while we've entered the room?
That's a good question.
Mist.
No, Mist is just sort of, looking rather annoyed. She just can't seem to catch a break.
Well,
Sword is still making noise, like as you guys are sort of looking around.
Can I hear the noise?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume you know why we're here.
Yes, we've come to visit our friend who has mysteriously disappeared in the midst of a battle. Strange
With
that
the
the sword would also appear with her.
You both are like talking in unison. It's so good.
That has got to be worth XP, or at least willpower.
It's okay. I'm the bad cop, and they are also the bad cop.
Oh no.
Do you say that in character? Or is that...
No, I don't. It's not in character.
Okay, I'm making sure.
It went from The Shining now.
So what does Miss say anything in response to like, oh, you left? Like what?
Go away.
After all we've done together. I taught you the bow, Mist. Do I not deserve an ounce of your time? Or perhaps your respect when I say that that sword is evil and should be destroyed.
This sword is staying with me.
Why? Why are you keeping that sword? You saw what it did to this city. It can be destroyed. It needs to be destroyed.
Oh, they saw something to the city?
Look outside right now. The sky is still dim and drained of color from the demons that were chasing that sword.
Oh, so it was demons chasing the sword, but it was not the sword that dimmed the sky.
I actually do want to ask you a question at this point. So, at any point would you have like spoken to this the familiar that you like captured?
I have not yet.
Okay, just
It's like
confirming that.
We haven't had
Because
that
I
much
wanted
time,
to see.
to be honest.
I wanted to see if you wanted to like flash back to that, and then go back forward. But for now,
I mean, I could make a lore roll.
Okay. I'm saying you would have like had a conversation with them. You would know that the facts would have changed.
I understand that you wish to learn how the sword works, perhaps to counter it, perhaps for your own reasons.
But I don't think you would have done that yet, so don't worry about it.
There is a very personal reason for me to destroy the sword. And it matters a lot to me, perhaps more than I can convey to you.
And it is still kind of howling your name in sort of whispered silence and screaming. And you're not 100% sure if it's the sword or if it's your memories or if it's your mind or if it's real or if it's fake or what.
So is this something all of us can hear?
Yes.
Mist, I call you by your name because I am not sure now whether you are my friend the alchemist or my opponent the sword bearer.
Well,
I am Mist, the person that's kicking you out of the room so she can sleep at night.
Then I will take the sword so that I can sleep at night.
You can feel the sort of tension in the room escalate, and it's interesting because by some manner of this strange effect, you can almost feel the heat and the tension in the room rising, and you're not sure if it's again real or fake or what. But Mist, you can like physically feel the tension in your body kind of sort of increase slightly. Not like it's having any effect on you because it doesn't have the ability to do that. But you can like visibly feel that like in this room there is a hatred and a anger and like this. You can feel that. It has no direct influence over you, but you can feel almost directly like this hatred, this anger, this desire for like the sword wants to just come out and end shit. You don't need to kind of fulfill that desire, but you can feel it. It's not like you're feeling it. You know that it's not you because you know enough about this at this point to realize that the sword is sort of communicating this feeling to you. But it's almost like it's not speaking to you, but you can almost feel it like trying to communicate that this is bad and that you should just use it.
At this time, as Mist is deciding what she wants to do, because I'm assuming there's like a moment of silence, I will extend.
No, it's not silent. It's actually very loud. Like
because the blade is
not,
like.
Well, yeah, it's essentially like it's almost like a metal thing. It's like a like so it's not quiet at all. Like that's why I'm saying the tension is kind of going up because that's what you're hearing in the room. It's not quiet. It's actually like getting very intense.
I both unfurl and reveal my wings. They're angelic, white, and feathered.
And it almost seems to get louder as this is happening.
Do not give in to that sword. Give it to us. We will take it to whatever his name was. I don't say whatever his name was.
Yeah, him.
Blade. I think it was Blade of the River or something like that.
Yeah, it was Blade of the River.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll take it to Blade of the River. We will destroy it. We will rid this evil influence. from you.
I have a better idea.
There are few worse ideas than angering gods and demigods. Sword bearer. Pray tell, what do you have in mind?
Did not Old Man Rivers say that he lost a weapon to a gang of thieves?
I believe he did.
So as she says that, I do want to punctuate that, like, for Sirico, the hairs on your neck would sort of stand on end.
I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. I'm going to use that charm that lets me see incorporeal spirits, just in case something's sneaking up here.
Good idea.
Okay, so you'd have to pay for that.
Yeah, I'm just double checking how much it costs. It costs 3 motes.
Okay, I'll let you make a perception, occult, because what would be going on isn't something that's like immediately visible. But I feel like if you focused, you could try to sense it, especially with this charm.
So occult perception?
Correct.
All right,
yes.
That's 8 dice.
Or wits, whatever's better. I think either one could work. But
oh
yeah. So what you
man, I am rolling fire today. Jeez.
Yeah. So what you notice, and it's not something that you would notice like right away, but as you kind of focus your senses on the sword itself, and this scarf, like this pink scarf that's billowing like in the air around, like on the hilt of the sword, what you notice is you can almost see, like, you remember, have you seen like Hercules, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean I remember it.
Right, but I'm imagining, like, you can imagine almost like these. You see this almost like this face, like warped into the scarf, almost as you focus your senses like very heavily.
Which
on
Hercules
it.
are we talking about? Because there's many iterations.
Like the Disney one with the.
Okay.
I'm imagining
Just
like
making
the
sure it's not like the legendary journey or young Hercules or.
No, I should have said. So I'm imagining like the scene where you have all the things like in the underworld that are sort of like moving around, like the spirits, and you can see like this almost warped face, like screaming angrily, like within the scarf of this sword. Someone's soul is actually like, or maybe some portion of their spirit, something of some kind of very clearly. You can't really tell what. It's very clearly frustration, but you would need to like read intentions to like determine maybe why or how or what the specifics. But essentially, you see this kind of face warped and screaming inside of this scarf. So there's clearly like a person or some kind of entity that's being like contained or imbued inside of this this object, this scarf, not the sword itself. To be clear, because the sword itself doesn't seem to have the same effect. It's simply the bottom part of this scarf that seems to have something sort of embedded within it. Some kind of spiritual essence or residue or something of a person.
What is the read intentions roll again? I don't remember what.
So that would be perception socialize.
Perception socialize.
Oh my god, I can read every intention ever. I have like maxed out.
I only have 3 dice for this.
That's not bad. Can you can? Oh, I was gonna say you could stunt it, but there you go. Okay. You can't tell what they're feeling or exactly like how they feel, but it's you can see this face.
Still, there is an evil face screaming soul face on this scarf. And I do
you
not
really need to
think
read attention?
whoever. And considering what's going on with the sword, I don't think someone asked politely for a spirit to hang out in their sword for a while.
Yeah. I mean, Kara, if you have the ability to do the same thing they do, so if you want, you can do it.
I feel like rather than focusing on the sword right now, I'm focusing on Mist, great as it would be for me to perhaps to succeed the role.
Okay. Now that I think about it, I actually am curious to see if you want to read Mist's intentions here, because you kind of asked her that, like you were asking her, like, what do you have in mind, like that kind of thing.
Well, she said she wanted to. She mentioned someone's missing weapon with Old Man Rivers. Then we kind of paused.
Right. Okay, so going back to that, sorry, I'll let Miss continue then.
So, but that sword that he lost, I do not really trust that man with this blade.
And we will watch him. There are three of us. We can keep an eye on him while he works on it at all times.
Yeah, it's not
Staying vigilant will not be difficult. We fought a cloud of demons without your help. A gang of common thugs will be no problem.
Well, there you go. If that is how you feel, go and take on these common thugs, and if you can reclaim the sword, I will give you this.
Are you not a common thug, having stolen the sword?
Oh, that's so savage.
You are a noble. You are above this, Mist. You do not steal petty weapons from petty dealers. And you do not betray your friends. I thought you were my friend.
Ooh.
Get out and do as I say.
Okay, so where is the sword actually?
It's on her. It's like on her side, so she has it like strapped to her side, and it's sheathed right now. But this scarf is kind of billowing near the hilt. So like that's kind of in front of her body, where it's kind of sashaying, like it's, and it has this very sort of unnatural movement to it. Not really like it's moving on its own, but almost like it is.
Shall not leave until the sword leaves Liva, unless the sword leaves with us.
You're drawing your weapon.
Yeah, I drew my weapon.
Okay.
Well, I guess that means I'll draw mine.
All right. Let's go. So now they're gonna basically fight you. So unless Mist isn't okay with that, I'm gonna go through with it.
Mist is going to dive out the window.
All right.
So
here's what I'm gonna do. So
I agree with this.
I want you to make me a Dex athletics roll to dive out the window, and you guys get to make opposed rolls as well. So all three of you are going to roll. Actually, no, it'll be joined.
Why did I choose to jump out the window?
So what would happen actually first was all of you would join battle, because if you guys move faster than her, then she's not even going to be able to jump.
Okay.
So everyone rolls join battle.
All
right. What is my join battle roll? Can I ask? Is it just like on my sheet join battle? Oh, it is.
It should be.
Yeah, it is. Silly things.
But I will give Mist stunt for just being like, I'm gonna just jump out the window. So I'll give you 2 dice.
So mine is 5. So BRB 1 second.
Yeah. Okay, let me open up the combat checker.
I got 3 successes, Nova.
Okay, so you're up to 6. And then
Yeah,
Mist, you
join
can roll
battle
yours,
with awareness.
and I'll get. Yeah, and then I'll give you 2 extra dice because I like the idea. You're just like, I'm gonna jump out the window.
I mean, if all goes well, I'll be able to put an arrow through her before she gets to the window.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm checking right now.
Okay.
All right, move these clowns off the
I think
sheet.
my game is very appropriate right now.
Like, hold on, I have to. Let me grab it. That escalated quickly. Well, not really. It kind of took a while, but now it's happening.
Oh yeah, I know. Just like
Yeah, if we walked in and started shooting her, then that would have been quickly.
That would be quick.
Justin, get the Metal Gear Solid
You
soundtrack.
trying to kill her or just incapacitate her?
Depends on how much
I don't
she's
know.
struggling.
Okay, so let me put. So Mist, what? Can you roll yours? I'm waiting on them right now. So I'm gonna put.
I'm listening to the perfect song for this.
Oh. And then let me go figure out what they rolled. So they got 2, so they're going up to 5. Yeah.
Can I post this?
And then what did you get, Kara? You said you got 3 successes.
I did.
So you're at
Assuming that
6.
10 counts as 2.
Yeah, it does. So then I just need to know what Mist got because they haven't rolled yet. I'm waiting on them right now. I don't know if they said BRB or something because I don't see. Maybe they're muted because sometimes they have to just mute randomly.
I was saying that even on this sheet, I can't seem to find the frickin' join battle dice.
Oh,
It's
wits
wits
awareness.
Wits awareness. Okay.
And then you get +2 because you're trying to jump for the window.
So that's 5 dice. There are 5 lights.
Yeah. And remember, you can spend willpower essence on this if you have any of those favored. Also, if you want to just, because you can do that.
I don't
Especially
believe
if you
I've got
want
any
to,
of them favored.
You would just then roll. Sure. What was that?
Sorry. Suffering.
Roll fizzle beef.
Oh.
Where's the dice? Oh shit.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh. Dice why?
There's a lot of ones.
Okay.
What
So many ones tonight. It's like 15 now.
She
No,
forgets that she forgets that the attendant shut the door onto the balcony and runs straight into it. Haste to get away.
I got a mountain of ones in my limit roll.
Let me see. I had to check if there. I'm not sure if there's falling damage in this game, but you're definitely gonna take something.
I mean, that was the join battle rule, not the jump off the balcony rule.
No, that's the idea. Like she does jump out the window, except she's not gonna handle that very well.
No.
What's your stamina?
Who's what and where?
Your stamina.
My stamina is 3.
Okay, so
this is why we're on the non-physical combat person, acting like she's the biggest threat here.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll this real quick. Oh wait, there is a hazard thing, I think, but I'm just gonna improvise this. So yeah, essentially, you what happens is you do fall out the window and you are prone. So you try to jump out the window and you do get glass and shards and stuff like that. So you're gonna take 1 bashing, regardless, on your sheet. but you're not actually like heavily injured. But you fall onto the ground like so you don't land like very well. So you like fall into the street and you're like on your side, and then they can kind of move after you.
At least there's no manure.
Only gonna get a 3, yeah. But you're gonna take like 1 bashing, but you don't actually take a lot of damage from that. Like that would probably have really badly injured like a normal person. But A, you're an exaltant, and B, you
I could have sworn there was a hay bale there.
You have really high stamina.
And 3, the base pool has gone into our favor because the GM has rolled badly too.
Yeah.
No one has good rolls tonight.
No,
I'm doing fine.
It's actually did really well so far. He's stealing all our luck.
So Kara, you're up next.
All right.
My stamina is only a 4.
With her having leapt out the window, I don't know quite how she's landed, so I want to essentially sprint after her, bow in hand, leap out the window, but catch myself with my wings, ascend into the air, aim down at her, and see that she is prone, and I will aim for her lower left leg from the air above her.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. So I'm going to say that that's going to be, I'll increase the difficulty slightly, but not by much. So in this case, what's your going to be? Let's see. I can look at it from here.
The difficulty is harder? She's on the ground prone.
That's true. Fair enough.
Well, the prone makes you harder to hit with ranged.
From directly above?
Melee.
It's because
from directly above.
Well, the reason is because you're aiming. That's the reason I was saying.
I think you missed your calling. You should be working as a cop.
So
shooting prone people.
I'll give you your stunt.
Perhaps
and
I should be.
you need.
Perhaps I shouldn't even be on the planet.
Sounds like an American cop, though. Sorry.
Yeah, that was me joke. A very morbid joke.
I got it. No, we got it. We got it.
3 successes. That's what you need to hit.
All right, let's do some rolling then. So I would mention now that as I shoot, my bow glows with essentially a nice orange hue, and the arrow which launches out is enveloped in essentially a coating of energy essence, and that will contribute to my attack.
Right.
Let's go check how much essence I have. Do I have 2, Nova? I think it's 2 or 3.
What? How many you can spend?
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
3 now.
Cool.
Has anyone actually just tried forcing the sword out of her hands?
I'm not very strong.
Did. No one here has high grapple like us. Well. Yeah.
I mean, if you pin her leg down, she can't. And
I got 4 successes.
Okay, so that will hit with over 1. So what you do now is you take your weapon damage, which is what?
9 physical, I think.
9 physical. Okay, so then you take that plus 1, so 10 minus her, so 7. So roll 7 dice.
7 dice. Or I meant lethal
Yes.
instead of physical.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Same thing.
Does the 10 count as 2 successes?
In this case, I'm trying to remember. I should know that. In damage, for withering, I think it does.
All right, then it's 5 successes.
Withering it does, but not for decisive.
Right.
Withering it does, but not for decisive.
Thank you. Yeah,
So
5 successes.
That's gonna be 5 successes. So that is enough to crash her. So basically, in that instance, I'm gonna say this is already kind of over, because unless they could still make them, I'm gonna still give them a chance to keep going. But you've already crashed her, so you already have such a huge advantage at this point. They're already down to -2, and then you're gonna go up by like 5 plus 5. So you're gonna go up by like 11. So you're up
shit.
to 17.
It's a lot of up.
Yeah.
Gotta get high.
You know.
Well, they're already in the air. So. So next would be Next would be
Gotta get high, gotta get high, gotta get higher, higher, higher.
Next would be Soroka's turn. You're still here.
Stoner X.
Not sure if Desert's here or not, but it's their turn now. I'll give them a minute.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hi?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you can hear now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure if there's anything for me to do now.
Right.
You go to
Other than
the
take the sword,
Yeah.
which
Do
I'm
a
not
pile
sure if I
driver.
still have to roll the gambit on that.
I mean, technically, she can still resist you. So yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump
That's
down.
kind of
Do you want me to roll for that or?
No, you can just do that.
All right, and then I did not plan on ever trying to disarm someone, so I kind of skimmed over those rules.
That's fine. No, it's fine. So all you have to do is you basically are going to just have to do a. It's going to cost you. I think it's for disarming. It's 4 of your successes. So that's what you're risking here.
Okay.
Oh heck,
I mean,
that's
like,
hard.
what do I roll?
You're gonna go
Like,
down
it's
to
a
1.
pretty hard gambit, isn't it?
What you're going to do here is I'll definitely give you a bonus because she's basically on the ground and now her leg is pinned.
Yeah, and what I'm planning to do is basically I'm going to jump out the window. I'll use graceful crane stance as I do this. So I'm like running along the window ledge, jump down like directly onto her back. Like I'm not playing nice anymore.
Oof.
I'm just going straight bam on top of her. And then going to just like yes. I have brawl and martial arts.
Okay, so what's
my
better
martial
for you
art
here?
my martial art is shooting people with a gun. So I'm not sure how well that actually applies.
That's a martial art.
Yes.
That'd be brawl, yeah.
So
It
you
is
gonna
absolutely
like kick her in the ribs, kick sand in her face.
You're gonna do no? She literally is gonna like jump on top of her. Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying this because like I'm a bit obsessive for like the lady who's like pinned to the ground already. Like I don't know, it's like beat up an elderly lady here.
Oh,
I mean, she has a
Noir
sword.
has always been the landing pad
Yeah,
of
I know,
the
but
Metroidvania franchise.
I mean, sorry to say, you're not the most combat of the party.
Dex. So this is a 2-point stunt for me. So Dex plus brawl plus 2 dice, and then you get 2 willpower also.
Okay, Dex plus brawl plus 2 dice. So Dex is 5, brawl is 1, plus 2.
And then for Mist, if you have dodge, or if you want to use the sword, you can do either of those things here to try to defend yourself.
Yeah. When did Mist become
use
the
your
god of
bond.
Blackheart?
Use your bong pie.
That's 6 successes.
Devastating. I'm so sorry, Mist. I'm so sorry.
Oh, let's see. I want to see if you could reasonably.
I was
do
kind of
anything
interested in the chase scene, but
That's a lie.
take this.
Let's see. So you only have 2. I want to see if you.
Yeah, I went to the Gohan school of dodging.
No.
Where
You
they
don't.
sort of
Okay.
scream at you.
So that's going to be difficult for you to do. Even if you spent that, you only have 3, and then you don't have any excellencies that you could use, and you don't have any dodge charms as far as I know. So there isn't really a lot you could do to avoid that. Yeah, because you don't have dodge favored, so you can't use that. So essentially what you do is you beat her clearly. And so what you're going to do is for your gambit, you're going to disarm. So in this case, I'm going to say that you can essentially do that. But to be able to grab the weapon, that's a separate action. But you've basically managed to dislodge the sword from her body, so it kind of like as you land onto her, you dislodge the sword from like where it was sort of attached to her, and it flies off of her body and like skids along the floor, twirling and like sort of making this screaming noise. I'm imagining it's kind of funny because it's like, and the sword is like screaming and it's like flying off of mist.
All right, I'm gonna whistle towards Zadara. I should have probably rolled Zadara's join battle, but
no, that's fine. What I'll do here is you don't have to. So in this case, what I'd want you to do is it would be a presence and then is it ride? I'm trying to remember
survival.
Which one I used before. Survival. There we go.
Yeah.
So those two, but you're gonna take like a -3 penalty because you're flurrying here.
Okay. That should still be pretty good because I think wits is my highest attribute.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then survival I also have, so that's 10 plus 1 from the specialty.
Yeah.
And then -3.
Oh, Desert Wind is officially Plutia, and Mist is officially Noir.
See, so the way you win RPGs is you roll really well. I know it's hard to understand. Some people have trouble with it, but I have adopted the strategy of rolling good, and so far it's been working.
That's called RNG.
No, so this is actually
how the hell do you do that?
So now like so
I see.
So basically the sequence of this battle, this entire thing is just Mist flails out the window, boom, falls, Kara like shoots her leg, boom, pins her down. You use like your wuxia, you like jump on top of her, dislodge the sword, it flies in the air, and then you just, and then the bird comes swooping in and like grabs the sword in its talons, and like, where do you want it to go? Like, where does it go with it? Like, does it fly
holding pattern? Yeah, just fly up. The problem is
starts like circling.
I'm never going to be this competent again. I've peaked. I need to leave the game forever now.
Leave on a high note.
I think you have to understand, that's not even the coolest thing you can do, but that is so cool to me. So the sword is now in
Mist screams at them, "I hate you," and bursts into flames and shows up later as Darth Vader.
Oh my god.
Same though.
Yeah.
You are our sister, Mist.
I think so at this point the battle's over, but something does happen before I cut away. So the sword is in the air, circling around. Kara, you're also in the air, kind of near where the bird is, holding your bow. And Kara, you actually noticed this first. You see like the prince kind of walking the streets with sort of the retinue of guards. You don't recognize him because you didn't see him before.
Right.
But
you want to know what the prince
now
is?
You clowns are...
Because I actually have no idea.
Now you clowns are fucked.
Bitch. You see this man wearing like very immaculate sort of bejeweled sort of armor, like with gems encrusted in it.
Bejeweled armor.
And very immaculate looking. He has long, because you didn't see him last session, so I'll describe him. Sort of. I'll actually show you the picture now.
That would be cool.
Because I didn't show the picture last session, so I'll show it now just so you can get a better idea.
Please.
And then I'll cut to the next scene that I want to do.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Mist, I don't think we meant to beat you up. It just happened.
No, she did.
We wanted you to cease and desist.
Keep in mind, they didn't actually do any damage to you. Like, I mean, yeah, it hurt, but it's not like they didn't harm you, brutally.
In game, you're fine, but just ow, that was kind of the beatdown.
I mean, I almost want to add bashing damage just for the fact that you land on her, but rules wise, that wouldn't really work. So I'm not gonna do that. It's kind of mean.
I don't know.
I don't want to think about that. Jesus.
Oh God.
1 damage per size category.
It's like
How much did you?
yeah. I'm gonna be nice. Because at most it would only be like another bashing. So maybe I'll just tick that on there for mist. So you'll just go up to 2.
Missed friend, no.
2 bashing.
Oh.
Because your stamina is actually a lot higher than I would have expected for someone like.
I have 1 stamina.
Yeah, you're actually really
I
fragile.
have 4 stamina.
Let me see where I put the picture of the prince.
Yeah,
I do
my
have it.
problem
Okay,
is my strength. So glad I didn't have to use that.
Yeah.
Okay, all 3 of my physical attributes are 4 apiece.
There you go.
Sure,
Although he's not actually holding the spear at this point, but that's what the armor looks like and his face and such as he's kind of moving through the night.
Oh, hello there.
And there are guards like surrounding him and such.
I'm just gonna post this picture.
So let me
Time to ditch.
This is kind of what the fight is like with Miss versus the other Exalted.
You know,
okay, let me go.
Kind of looks like one of the Lancers.
Okay.
Don't know which one though.
Okay. Now it's Sun's turn. Great. Okay, so we cut back to Sun, and Rainy is still giving him like this look, like, well, if you're, so like, what are you doing here anyway? If you're not just gonna like ogle all the girls.
Is there anything else to do?
Well, I was just looking out for someone, but because I thought they were going to be screwed over, but they are going to be screwed.
Is something going on?
Don't worry. It's just suspicious shit. No, don't worry about it.
Well, I am kind of worried about you, you know. You keep getting into all this trouble. Like, I almost feel bad leaving you behind.
Listen, wait. What are you doing here, by the way?
You know, just kind of, I mean, I don't know if you remember, but like, most of my family doesn't want to see me. My brother is kind of whatever, and all this stuff. It's kind of hard for me to deal with, you know? So I figured, okay, maybe if I relax, I don't know. I'm not really feeling any better, personally. Meanwhile, in the background, in this brothel, there is sort of this like very soft classical music playing.
His son has his horse following him behind him.
I might as well. Okay, so yes, so there is this sort of house band playing there, but it's very soft music.
So like violin classical or lyre classical?
Yes, like
I was just kind of
I think
fucking Eyes on Me is playing.
oh yes, that would be perfect.
What about the Love Shack?
Okay.
And anyway, she's kind of like looking you over and is seems like she looks worried, like physically, like she looks worried about you, and kind of I just don't know what to do anymore. You know, it's kind of hard just to live. Pretty much everybody hates you, and whatnot.
Healing away. Ready. Some people, sort of, a lot of people I saw were my family.
Sorry, I can't hear you, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, I was saying, feeling like I have. I know some people who I thought were my family. I hit my gut. And, he's like, I'm sort of looking down, sort of sad. Like, I don't really want to talk about it.
What, you don't trust
Oh,
him?
hey.
Like you're like you're like, I don't want to talk about it, and she's like, what, you don't trust me?
I didn't say it out loud. I looking like down, like
Oh.
it looked. At it.
Oh, okay, I thought you.
It looks
Okay,
like
so she's like holding onto your hand, like the hand that you actually like have, like
not the one.
Not the one that isn't your hand, right?
Oh shit!
But she's like holding onto your hand, and her hand actually feels a little colder. It's not, as warm.
Aww.
But you definitely feel this kind of deep emotional kind of tie between the both of you. Not like literally, but it sort of seems like it's there. Did you want to, because I think you have a minor intimacy with Rainey. Did you want to bump it up, or do you want to kind of wait that out?
I'm going to wait that until probably going to say that after or.
Okay, because what she wants to do is, in that case, I'm going to actually have her try to kind of boost your intimacy then.
Okay.
Because if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. Because she wants you to like be with her, so she is going to try to increase your intimacy with her. Literally, she's going to try to get intimate with you. I just have to clarify. I have to clarify that you're comfortable with that, because if you're not, then I won't do it. Like if it makes you uncomfortable out of character, I won't. But that's, I don't mean in character. I mean out of character.
Like I just want to say we do it.
Because Red Rule still exists, so I need to ask. Because she's technically trying to introduce you here. I need to know if that's. I need to know if that's cool with you. Out of character.
I'm sorry, what?
I need to know if that's okay with you, like out of character first before I do it.
You said.
Well, she's like holding onto your hand, and she's giving you this like really intimate look. So it's mostly with her face.
Let it roll. Let the film roll.
Okay. So we'll go through. So let's see. Likewise, raising a minor or weakening can only be done if the target has different minor order that supports the attempted influence. So in this case, let me see, because I feel like she'd know you pretty well. So I'm gonna see if you have anything that could support this. If not, then it doesn't work. Oh, wait, no. Your sheet over there doesn't have the updated one, so I have to check your new one. Boo. Players. Sun. Do you have anything in mind that would go against this? Actually, that would be a good question. I don't think you have an intimacy that would go against it.
I don't think I have something that goes against.
Right. I just need to confirm that first. So here's my question, and this is actually kind of an important one. Do you feel like being close to her would be heroic or not? Because I feel like that would be the main thing that I'd want to sort of to play on here, was that she's trying to kind of be like, oh, well, protect me, that kind of thing. She wants you to be close to her, but in the sense that she feels really vulnerable and she wants you to be around. And so that's the one I think would make sense. But if you don't think that makes sense, let me know. But she's kind of trying to play on the idea that you want to. Yeah.
Just getting Superman Lois saying, you know. So it feels
right.
Like, I guess that would work in the sense of Superman and Lois saying, "Oh, say
right, right."
Oh, bitch.
Okay. I'm trying to see. Oh, okay. So here. So still in action is to change the feelings or belief in others. When takes the square. So they want you to sort of upgrade your. Just from being friends with Rainey, she wants you to be a lot. She wants you to be closer to her than that.
Okay.
And I don't think there are any penalties that would apply here in terms of how unreasonable that is. I think that'd be up to you if you think there'd be a penalty for like your own kind of emotional block that you want to put on this. If you think it'd be difficult for her to do that, but that's up to you. But otherwise, she does have the support that she could actually do this. I just need to see if you think there'd be a penalty for you to accept it. If not, then I will just roll it. And she only really needs one success, so it shouldn't be too hard. She's going to use her. It'd be manipulation. Oh, well, this one's more charisma, so she's using charisma, and then presence, because she's not really doing it like she's not verbally doing this. It's all her face. So that's going to be 7 dice, and I'm not going to make her use charms here. So in this case, she's going to get like 9 dice. So I almost just want to see how well she pulls this off. But it's probably going to work. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 7, so 5. Yeah, I feel like that's good enough.
What the fuck?
So,
okay.
So what I actually found, I found the perfect word that I would use to describe this is she's kind of trying to change it to like a companionship. And then it's going to be major. Yay!
I'm just like, Noah's has a ship in charge, like.
If it's a check mark on one of them.
Finally.
So how do you, so like you start to, I mean, I don't want to describe how you feel because it's kind of messed up. So I'd kind of rather you do that.
Okay. Okay, so he's like, oh, let's get closer, and like Sun sort of feels like sort of like keeps.
It's okay because I want to clarify that like if she were to say anything, the word she would say was "I need you." Like she's like, "I need you."
Oh.
She's not directly saying like we need to get closer. She's implying it like she needs your help. She's like,
or your body.
Or your mind.
I am ready, so my body is ready.
Excellent.
Wait a minute.
Jeez. Oh my God.
How rude.
Oh.
How?
Keep going, please.
Wait, where's my illusion mode? Damn it.
Hold up, guys.
Keep going, please. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm looking forward to this scene for like what 2 arcs now, and it's like, oh, hold on. My face.
You're killing us, man. You're killing us.
Hey, stop acting like a child, okay? He's like blushing, and he's like, right. What do you need help with?
Well, I figured that maybe if I had someone like you that I could get close with, maybe it would help. And so I was looking for someone here, but honestly, I don't really think anyone is really my type. But you know, we've been traveling together for a while, and I've been thinking about it. You know,
Huh?
I mean, I thought that I just wanted you to join my gang and like beat people up together or whatever, but maybe that wasn't all I was thinking, you know? Maybe it was more than that. Be with you.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to repeat that?
Like the last part, what did you say?
She said, you know, I thought I just wanted you to join my gang and like beat people up together, but I think that I really just wanted to be with you, and I was using that as an excuse.
Oh. Well, you like me.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like laughing a little bit. She's like, yeah.
Well, well, I like you too.
Really? You're not lying. No, I'm kidding. She like grabs you, like strangles. You're not lying to me, are you?
Wait, what strangled me?
No, I'm kidding. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So she asked you. So you'll stay with me then?
Yes.
She binds you. Yes. Okay.
Oh, no,
she's gonna scan her modes. You feel your like as she's touching your hand. You feel her essence just start to like. Sort of, like, you know.
Last time. You've activated my trap card.
Yeah.
So you feel the sort of the contract starting to form together as she kind of binds you to that. Like you have to actually now stay with her.
Wow.
No.
That's a thing. I'm gonna double check that to see if you can resist it. But you can feel that she's attempting to do that.
The cake was a fucking lie.
This is why I had no interest in her.
I'm sorry. I realized that in the moment. I'm like, wait a minute. Couldn't she just like do that? Yeah, she would totally do that.
I don't know which character is being romanced here.
This is
Captain Sun.
This is Rainy.
Day.
Rainy and Sun.
Sorry, yeah. Let's see. I need to go get the anima ability again.
Son, but you still have to come with me on my mission to slay the demon. You can't just sit here with this girl and.
Wife and kids come first, love. Come on.
I have to.
Know the rules.
Oh, you're gonna have to save my ass.
I have to see if she can do this, but I think she would at least attempt it, which is what I'm thinking now in my head. I'm like, yeah, she would at least try it. If it doesn't work, then.
And sucks.
You know, whatever. But hey, Rainey's not unwilling. She's done this kind of stuff before.
Oh no.
Oh. So I'm gonna join the gang now. Goodbye.
Hey. I'm gonna get married, I guess now.
Loose like a noose.
I have to draw a new character now.
I'm going away. Oh, I guess I didn't write her thing. Okay, so I have to go look it up. The anima abilities. So I have to go check which one I'm looking for again. Does anyone have that page?
For what?
For the anima abilities, just so I can look up if this is even possible.
It is page. It's in the traits chapter at the end. Page.
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah.
Because I just realized that right now. I'm like, wait a minute, she could do that. She's a Eclipse cast. Okay. So I need to find the Eclipse one. Sorry, I got really excited because like when you said it, I'm like, wait a minute, couldn't she just? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Anima effects during the eclipse. See page 176. Okay. 176.
Oh, but I know that their bond is so strong that he'll love her anyways.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
That's
of
part of why
course.
this is For 10 motes and 1 willpower, sanctifies an oath she had witnessed. The Exalt touches the oath givers. Her cast mark flashing imperceptibly if she wishes. Her anima briefly flares, swirling with the words and runes by which heaven has given her the right to arbitrate such matters. Oath breakers will break past blah, blah, blah. Okay, so in this case, yes. So she was able to bind you to this oath. And you can see briefly, like in the air, this golden shine coming off of her body as she binds you to this this promise of being together with her.
I mean,
Thing.
there are worse things to be bonded to than Eclipse Exalt.
Who's a freaking
Like a demon sword.
So what's your immediate reaction to this, by the way?
I'm like in shock. I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, like,
Well, now you're definitely going to stay with me. I have to make sure, because sometimes you just wander off.
Spirit bonds.
More than just spirit bonds,
I
Mark.
think a picking promise was
Wait, what?
would be enough.
No. Sorry. Not good enough for me. I have to make sure.
Hey, son, if you want to pay me, I'll kill her.
I don't know if that would. I mean, that might fix it. We'll have to see about that. Okay, so I'm gonna pass the next scene, unless you want to continue. Do you want to keep going?
Continue this?
All the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you want to go further, or is it okay if I move on?
it's okay. You move on. I have nothing to say right now. Like in shock. Like,
Right. You're like damn. Okay. So next scene. We cut to the prince kind of walking through the street, and he sees this. He sees Mist on the ground, and he sort of moves over to her, trying to help her up, because you're sort of you got an arrow through your leg.
Also, I'm sitting on her back.
Time if you like.
Flaps wings quietly.
What is going on here?
I will stand up.
Who are? Oh, and he recognizes you from the. I recognize you. Is something. Looks kind of down towards Mist. What are you doing to this woman? My God.
She's the one who brought the attack on the city, sir.
She looks up. Oh my goodness. Oh, he sees that you're flying.
Hello.
And
I thought I had no subtlety.
he seems very taken aback by this, and he looks toward Mist and he says, "She has attacked the city?"
Indirectly. She allowed the demons in.
Oh no.
I hope you know that this is a huge lie that's going to fuck up everything. Because there is someone who has let demons into the city.
No, I think the funny thing is that that technically that's not untrue from your perspective, because as far as you know, that's a fact.
Yeah. From what I know, at least, is that the sword brought the demons.
Yeah, dude.
She
That's
brought
what I
the
think
sword
too.
and then took the sword.
So the prince looks down to Mist and says, "Is this true?"
I don't even think Mist is here right now to defend herself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right,
So
I'll be the attorney.
I'm imagining Mist is just sort of struggling under weight. And
I would not
says,
be too hasty. There was a cursed sword.
All right,
the demons
have-
follow
I'll
the
be
sword.
right back.
She had
Okay.
the sword.
Okay. Is that so?
Yes.
Interesting.
There is
Well-
someone in this city, though, who can destroy it. And we are simply making sure it gets to him.
It already had gotten to him. We're making sure it gets back to him because she stole it.
I am fairly proficient in weapons such as this. If you don't mind, can I see it?
It is not a weapon to be used. It takes hold of your mind and turns you against your friends.
I can handle myself.
You cannot.
Can I read intentions on him?
Sure. You can attempt that. Yeah.
So
Go
I
ahead.
believe that was really low for me, but I do think I should
You can
be
stunt.
able
So
to
how are you?
excellency it.
You can
So-
stunt it. Yeah.
So when he's like, I want to look at this sword, I'm trying to kind of look at the cues to figure out why. So
Right.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Sounds logical.
doing that like crime show shit where they're like looking at the pupil
narrow their
dilation,
eyes.
like
Right.
the breathing, how
I
he
mean,
turns
yeah.
his
So
head.
you're trying to determine like why he's interested in the sword, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
My initial
Go
reaction is
ahead.
just no, you can't have the sword because I said so.
Right.
So
Right. So but it's easier to convince him if you know his intimacy. So I understand where you're going with that. So,
oh, you're gonna
so you
convince
can
him.
roll
You're gonna
that.
be nice about it.
So 5. So you get 2 extra dice with that, and remember you got extra willpower last scene, so you could still use that.
Right.
I style this
So
more
I
like
can
Lord
just
of the Prince.
like use one of those willpower for one automatic.
Success, yes.
That's right. So all right,
Correct.
so I'll do that.
Yeah.
And
so you have one
I want to
extra
make
over
sure
normal.
about this, so I'm also going to use 3 motes to
Okay.
excellency it.
Fair. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and spend that. You
Wow.
can go ahead.
So and then I had the +1 from the willpower, right? So
Mhm.
that should be 5 successes.
Oh, yes. What you're able to determine is based on the way that he's speaking and the fact that he also has like weapons like around on his person and such, you can deduce and the fact that he has very elaborate sort of weapons, and based on what you know about this city, because you've been here quite a bit, he is a collector of very powerful weapons. He owns these very important sort of royal artifacts that have immense power, probably stronger than the sword that you were planning on bringing to him. And so he sounds like he has a lot of experience, but his intimacy itself would be that he is a collector of like weapons, specifically like these imperial weapons.
I
that
don't
he
want it
has
to
kind
be
of built the kingdom around.
collected. I want it to be destroyed. So
I'm just saying that that's his intimacy, so you could determine that from him.
I
okay.
feel like
That
we're
he
moving into
collects.
Civil War here.
How so?
Just Mist been playing for the attack of the city, then like half of us are gonna be like and protect Mist, the other is like she's like fucking Scarlet Witch here.
I see.
I'm like,
And like this
well,
whole Exalted Registration Act is gonna happen, and
The Exalted Registration Act.
I do not. There already is one.
I know.
Yeah, basically.
Going along the plot over here. But yeah, basically like half the team versus like Terra and Dances.
I do not doubt your power. So basically, I'm going to be all like, yeah, I don't doubt your power. You seem very strong and all that. But I want this. I need to make sure this sword is destroyed. It could bring another demon attack on the city. It could bring any sort of curses upon the folk here, and I could not stand to see anyone harmed by this. Now that the sword is in our powers, I must see it destroyed. Or I shall hold myself personally responsible for any harm that should befall on anyone who takes it now.
Okay. I'm going to see if it's possible.
I kind of stumbled over that, but I think you get the gist of what I'm saying.
Because, yeah, no, I understand. I definitely think that's worth something. I'm just, because I'm not, he doesn't have anything that you could convince him to, you're using his sort of, the I like that you're kind of doing that. So it's more like you're trying to say, listen, this is for the betterment of the city. So you can't just expect to collect. So let me see, because I already know what his counterpoint is going to be if you don't succeed. But I will give you a chance here. So the extent of action you can compel depends on the intimacies of your target. So in this case, I think you would probably be able to convince him to do this, but you would need to roll, and this would be manipulation plus. I'm trying to think what stat you think would work here, because it feels like you're giving a speech, but I'm not sure if you want to do something different, like with a. Let me check your skills, like what.
I have presence. That's really my only social skill.
Yeah.
Is presence.
Okay. I don't really feel like this is. It would technically be like.
And I guess linguistics can be used as a social kind of.
Sort of. In that case, but not here.
Yeah.
So in this case, I would say that you are probably giving off a strong presence, and that it's less about that you're talking to him, but. I don't know. I'm thinking that it's a different skill, because I think presence is more for like you're directly trying to like make a statement. Although you can.
I mean, socialize.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is socialize, but I like presence here, so I'll give you those dice if you want to use them.
Okay, and this is.
You're not necessarily trying to be like You're more giving a speech to him and trying to like appeal to him.
Yeah.
So I feel like
basically
your presence is more
what was
what's
the speech
important.
that you gave? Just because it's relevant to me right now.
Okay.
Yeah, she was saying.
I don't doubt your power. I'm sure you can handle this sword, but it is what called the demons to this city. There could be many more unintended consequences and curses of leaving this sword, of not destroying the sword.
Right.
I will personally, now that I have the sword in my possession, I will feel personally responsible if it is not destroyed and any harm befalls to people. Like, if I give this sword up and something happens,
makes sense.
It's going to be my fault.
Actually, I just remembered the demons targeted Kara more than the sword during the battle.
Spooky.
You're not wrong.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm like, did they call? Was it the sword that like brought the demons, or the traveling companion?
Yeah. Okay, so it says here, persuade through force of personality. So specifically, if you're using like, it's more you're trying to be passionate about this, and it's not that you're trying to like convince him through reason, which I don't think you are. I feel like this is more
Where is
passion.
doing all this?
In the middle
You're
of the
basically
party.
being you're underneath her heel, basically, or like on below her.
Well, I stood
And you're
up
kind
once
of
the
being-
prince came by and was like, "What's going on here?"
Right.
I'm like, "Oh."
So right now you have 5 dice.
Okay.
And then I'm definitely going to give you 2 for the stunt. So that's 7. You're going to have a -1 because he still wants the sword.
Right.
So you'll have 6. And then you can spend excellencies or charms however you like there.
Oh. I am
Oh, but I
burning
love
through
it.
my emotes. But
Yeah.
again, this is something else I think is really important. So
This is prima donna moat burning time.
Right.
I will use 3 more motes.
You also have an extra willpower that you can spend too, because you still have one other one that you haven't spent that's over your normal limit.
Yeah. Can you spend willpower after the roll, or is it only before?
No, it's only before.
Okay. So I've got 9. I'm gonna roll them.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So he says, well, fine. I guess it's not a sword that I could reasonably add to my collection, knowing that it is this dangerous. I will make sure it is brought into the right hands. You said there was someone who could deal with this?
She lies.
Yes. It was River something.
Yes. Sword on the river. Blade of the river, right? So
Blade of the river.
Yes, him. I am very pleased with his talents. He is a man of good repute. He has done much for this region in the past. I trust him. He has rebuffed my offers several times, but I don't see any reason why he can't
Your offer?
He refuses to cooperate with me on matters of, well, joint. He has not been willing to join my court. I have asked him multiple times. He is welcome to be my personal swordsmith, for he has crafted many wondrous artifacts, and
Correct.
yet he has rejected my advances.
The only reason he accepts our offer, if it makes you feel any better, sir, is because he knows that the city is in danger, and that if he does not use his talents and come out of retirement very briefly, that people will be hurt. I do not think that it is that we are of any more important to him than you, and I'm sure that your offer weighs upon him dearly.
I hope so. He has not sent me word back. So if you are planning on seeing him, I would only ask that you remind him that my offer still stands.
Badly.
And what are we to do with this woman? He looks down toward Mist.
She cannot be the sword bearer anymore. She lost the sword.
He's asking, should I take her away, like to you, to desert?
Gosh, I will look to. What's your character's name, Ryan?
Kara.
Kara.
Yeah.
Right. Kara is Mist. Ryan is Kara. Okay, so I'll look at Kara.
I know it's weird, huh?
So I'll look to Kara and say, you know her far better than I do.
I thought I did.
Well, what do you think should be done?
Allow me to check my, what are they called? Intimacies real quick.
Your intimacies?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think you do have one with Mist.
I mean,
I did. I wanted to train her to
player-
stop. I wanted to train her to be nicer and like less judgmental, but that's not gonna work.
Because obviously, as a player character, I don't want to be like, yeah, this other person's player character should be thrown in jail forever and out of the game, kind of. But
I have a negative thing where it's those who refuse to defend what is dear to them are worth my time, and I also believe that I would literally do anything for a friend, and I expect all my friends to do the same for me. So
you know the sword is influencer in her, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Because that's the thing. I'm all about that justice. I'm not sure why it is in the intimacy. I should make an intimacy.
You can go ahead.
I think there should be repercussion. But on the other hand, I do think the sword was influencing her. I did hear the sword.
Oh, I have a great idea. Hold on.
Yeah.
I believe her family estate should pay for all damages done by the demons to the city.
Ooh.
Her estate? Like he's questioning this, like.
She is a noblewoman.
he's a noblewoman has invited doom upon my city?
Not intentionally, but yes.
I'm just out of character.
Interesting.
Suck at like being nice to like. Oh yeah, it's her fault, not the sword.
We'll make her pay for that.
Someone
We'll make
must
her
be-
for the.
Hey man, someone has to be responsible.
We'll make her pay for the damages. Yeah, that's totally like well, I wasn't aware
blame
that
the person, not the illness here. Like,
I was not aware of her nature. Please, he's basically like signaling for you to get off of her, or like move out of the way, because he's trying to like help her up.
I'm sorry, I thought I did stand up earlier, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that now if I didn't.
So the prince, he sort of moves to help Mist up. I am sorry these people have been treating you so badly. It is
What?
Oh no. Nobles.
Mist looks at him, says nothing, sort of glares at the other two.
we are going to need
he
some group
motions to
therapy.
the guards. Are you going to like are you going to resist if the guards like take you away, or are you going
You
to
guys
like,
need more than group therapy.
because he kind of signals to the guards, he's like, take her away, and they're gonna like move you towards the palace.
No, she's not going to resist. At least
You're a
for
noble,
now.
you'll be in a good position. See, obviously he likes nobles.
She just got the shit kicked out of her. She's not going to resist a bunch of armed guards.
She will be under my care from this point forward. The sword I'll leave to you and.
Sorry, who are you?
He's talking. The prince is talking.
I know.
Oh! So he was like, I am the rightful ruler of the city, the imperial prince of swords.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm Kara.
Yes, I see.
I like turtles.
I like
I like
trains. Even though they're
This is
invented yet.
like I'm Kara.
Okay. Do you land, or are you gonna stay in the air?
Yeah, sure, I'll land beside desert.
And who are you, Miss Kara?
I don't understand. Oh,
Well,
right. I ask.
He's pointing towards your wings. He's like, those.
Oh, well. Hold on, allow me to review my notes on my character sheet.
Ah.
Because
Okay.
I've not had to tell anyone this before.
I'll give you a second.
Alright. I am Kara, daughter of Bright Spearpoint, god of the southern hunt. I have been trapped on your world, and I have been studying humans, seeking to bring them in order to allow me to help me to return to my lands. They would be well rewarded, of course. The favor of the gods is not something to be taken lightly.
Right. So for Argy, you don't even need to roll lore to realize that, like, she's basically admitted to being like the daughter of a god, and a god that you would be aware of because it's the southern god of the hunt. Like, it's like if someone told you they were the daughter of Artemis or something. Like,
You are a ruler. You have people that listen to you, yes?
I'm definitely intrigued.
I'm sorry, just gonna have a Greek rage here. Like, no one will be the daughters of Artemis. She's the virgin goddess. Damn it, the maiden goddess.
I'm aware, but it's the metaphor that's important here.
Look,
I know, just like Greekness.
Zeus
It's like
had babies spontaneously spring out of his forehead, alright?
That's only happened once with Athena. Shush.
We're not going to have a mythology argument here.
Same.
Okay, sorry. So can you repeat what you said? I lost my train of thought.
I said you are a man who has people under your control. Yes, commands you. Tell them what to do.
He nods. He nods.
And perhaps it would be mutually beneficial if you could aid me in my quest. I seek capable fighters.
Your quest. I see. I know plenty.
Oh no.
These very capable people came to me just the other day. They saved the city. I'm sure you will. I'm sure they will.
Right.
And he says, yes, you should seek out the one known as Captain Sun. I trust him.
As do I. We are well acquainted.
Ah, so you require more support?
I have to say, I'm quite intrigued by your story. I've done much study.
He's asking you a question.
Oh, who was he asking?
Yeah, he was asking. So he was asking Lev or Kara. He was saying, so you need more support than him, than the captain.
He is but one man. He is a capable man, but he is not many men. There is strength in unity in numbers.
I went in here. I am intrigued. I think I could assist you. I have studied the occult and spirits. Admittedly, my knowledge is more towards demons, but I do believe that I could research ways to get you back to your home.
The way to get me back to my home is to slay a demon. You would fit in perfectly.
Oh.
In fact, the very demon that cursed this sword.
Oh. Oh. Well, look at that. You didn't have to try that hard to think up a hook for my character, because I am definitely going with this party now.
Hug. Rip, man.
Like, yay, we friends. So what I would say is that so you can add 2 intimacies to your sheet, but near the end of the session if you want. So you have the one for justice that you wanted to add, and then you should add an intimacy for her as well. The prince
definitely like respect, and
he sort of says,
I'm gonna make it minor for now since I still just met, but
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. One other thing is I would say you can also do the same thing, Kara. So if you want to add an intimacy on your sheet,
dude.
For desert, you can do that as well.
Sounds good.
The prince, though, he's not really on your sheet yet, but what he's going to say is that if you need more support, it is something we can negotiate. I won't send my army willingly into the bowels of hell without serious consideration. And for the moment, I'm just finishing my evening stroll. If you wish to contact me, perhaps we can work something out. But
I'm just like, if only the prince knew a mercenary.
It is wise for you to value the lives of your men. Thank you for your consideration.
I know many mercenaries and trustworthy soldiers that I have spread across this land to protect my trying to think of the word, his vassal cities. Yeah, his domain. Yeah. So I have a substantial pull that I can use to help you, in your quest.
Ah, yes.
Just be warned of imposters and those who would wish to swindle you out of your coin. One of my closest allies apparently has had their name besmirched by some large, muscular woman. I would suggest staying away from anyone calling themselves Hired Sword.
Hired Sword?
Yes.
That is fine. Thank you for the warning.
He kind of turns, his cape swirls in the night wind, and he walks off with the guards and sort of walks over to Mist, head up by the chin, and sort of like kind of looks you over. Yes. And he kind of lets you go, and the guards continue to move you through the street. And unless one of you wants me to loop back to you, I think that's a good ending.
Just trying to think.
Because I don't mind moving back to you guys if you want, but I kind of want to end there, unless you guys.
All right, we
want
can end there.
Okay.
I definitely feel like that's good.
Oh, next time. Scott.
Good. Okay. Yes. All right. I'll end the recording, and then we can talk, of course, afterwards.
Oh yeah, bud.
Next time on Church Skies.
I like